Alright guys, today we're going to read Sheep in a Jeep. And then we're going to do what's called, Raleigh, we're going to do something that's called a word sort. And we're going to learn about how to change just one letter or two in a word to make a new word. Okay? So here's your book. You guys are going to follow along while I read Sheep in a Jeep. Harley, that's okay. Okay, get your book. And we're going to read first. Okay, are you ready? Sheep in a Jeep. Raleigh, you need to put your marker down and listen, please.
Pig.
Thank you.
It was a pig.
Are you ready? Beep, beep. Sheep in a Jeep on a hill that's steep. What do you notice right away?
They're riding.
What words rhyme to that? Do you remember?
Sheep.
Jeep on a hill that's steep.
Um,
Good. They rhyme. They have the same ending spelling.
What do you mean you can flip the page?
Read it after you're done.
We will after we get our words
We're
right.
leaving.
Okay.
I'm on the page.
Page 10. Uh-oh. The Jeep won't go.
Okay, now is the time. If you have not started making way to the gym, please go ahead and head to the gym now.
Sit. We're going to do this first, please.
Done.
Sheep leap to push the Jeep.
I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose.
Sheep shove, sheep grunt. Sheep don't think to look up front. Jeep goes splash. Jeep goes thud. Jeep goes down in the gooey mud. Ooh, it's gonna be messy, sheep. Sheep tug. Sheep shrug. Sheep yelp. Sheep get help. Jeep comes out. Sheep shout. Sheep cheer. Oh dear, the
Oh my
driver
gosh.
sheep forgets to steer.
Oh my gosh.
Jeep in a heap. Sheep weep.
Hey, Brooke. Now can we go?
Sheep sweep the heap.
Jeep for sale, that book.
Jeep for sale. Cheap. Hey, you can use your book to look. We're going to start with the word sheep. So I'm going to get my dry erase board and write the word sheep.
Sweet.
You'll get to the movie. You'll have plenty of time.
In time?
Because they have to wait for everybody to get there. So
Oh.
first word on our boards, and you guys need to write this, is going to be sheep.
Okay.
Okay?
Done.
You forgot your P, Molly. Okay, so now we're going to take the word sheep, and we're going to change it to make a different word. What word do you think we should make?
Heap.
You want to try heap first? Okay, so now to do heap properly, you have to take off the S and change this letter. So we're going to have H E A P. Heap.
H-E.
Okay,
H-E.
let's try making from sheep
To heat.
to Jeep. What do you think we're going to do, Raleigh? How are we going to change sheep to Jeep?
Peep. Peep.
Hold on.
Peep.
We're making Jeep first. So what does Jeep start with?
G. Let's put a G.
Jumping. Jumping.
G. J.
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 Okay. J. E.
E-P.
So we dropped the SH and we changed it to a J. What other words can you think of from our story? Harley, you just said one a second ago. Sheep, Jeep.
Reap. Creep.
Peep.
Ark.
Peep.
Jeep. Okay, how about we look in the books a little bit, see if we can find a couple ideas. Sheep in a Jeep. On a hill that was
Steep.
steep. So, steep. Ah, two E's, remember? Our spelling is mostly the two E's. Although this also says E because it has the long E sound because the A is silent. It's still, we're looking for E. What other words can you think of? I'm going to erase mine real quick so I have more room.
Beep.
Beep. Can you spell it for me?
B. E. A. E. A. T.
B-E-E. What's the last letter?
E.
Beep.
already got it.
What's that last letter, Harley?
It's a P.
P. Beep.
No.
So we have sheep, jeep, steep, beep. Anybody
Wheat.
think? Nah, you put a T on the end.
Heat.
That's
Okay, we did jeep, sheep.
Leap.
No, now you're putting a T. It has to have the P on the end, Harley.
Ooh, I know.
What does the horn say? Horn says beep. They ended up at the bottom.
Sheep, beep, leap, leap.
Leap. Okay, we can do leap. Who thinks they can spell leap?
Me.
It has that other spelling, remember? Ooh. E.
There, I spelled it. E-A-P.
E-A-P. Good, you got it. Sheep, leap, jeep, steep, heap.
Sheep.
We started with sheep. Are there any other E words? Oh, they got stuck in the mud and it was very
Deep.
deep. Good job. So, what did we learn about these words that we're working with so far? They all what?
They all rhyme.
And what? On most of them, we only have to change what?
First letter.
First sounds. Because every single word has the eep in it, whether it's spelled E-E-P or E-A-P. Okay, so we're going to erase our boards.
And then can we go?
Not yet.
Wait.
Oh, what happened when they crashed the Jeep? They decided they stopped and they were really upset. And what was that word they used? Jeep in a heap, sheep.
Oh my
Begins
god.
with a W. What?
Wheat.
Weep. What is weep? Does anybody know what it means to weep?
What?
What does weep mean?
You have a week
Okay.
to be unrounded.
Okay, let's use our picture clues.
Sweet.
What does weep mean?
That spells sweet.
You put an S on yours and it's sweep. That's a whole new word. What does it mean when they weep? When you look at the picture and tell me what that means? If they're weeping, they are
Oh, I know, they're crying.
crying. Good, Raleigh. Okay, so Raleigh discovered if you put an S in front of the W, you make the word sweep. Okay, so I'm going to erase my word, and I'm going to give you a new word, and we're going to see if we can make some other
He's
words.
dancing.
Yeah, the sheep is dancing. Okay, are we ready? My new word is
And it's my butt. In
birthday.
Hey, look. If you
Okay.
get it together, look.
So my new
They're
word,
driving
are you
in
listening?
it, and he actually is.
Raleigh. My new word is ship.
Ship.
Who thinks they can come up with another word? Hip. How do you spell hip, Raleigh, do you think?
H-I-P.
Good. Okay. Ship, hip, what else?
Rip.
Rip. That rhymes. You know how hard it is to write upside down? Okay, ship, hip, rip. What about you, Harley? What rhymes with ship
Ooh, I
and
know.
hip and rip? Hold on, Raleigh.
nip.
Nip. Good. Okay, that's kind of sideways.
Hip.
Okay, so ship, hip,
Rip.
rip, nip. What else?
Hit.
That would have a T on
I
it.
know,
That'd
I know.
be H-I-T. Well, we have
I know.
hip,
Nip.
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 We have that one. Okay.
Prip. Prip.
Does prip sound like a word? A real word? It'd be a good nonsense word, but it's not an actual word.
Hip. Rip. Lip.
Lip. Good.
What are you doing?
I was just looking. Okay. Ship, hip, rip, nip, lip.
What do you write?
What happens when the water, when you don't turn the water off all the way, it
Drip.
drips? Drip.
Dr-
Drip. Raleigh, make sure you're paying attention to your first sound.
No, it's not giraffe.
Drr. It's the D and the R together. It's just drip. It's a blend, kind of. Drip. Okay. What about if you go somewhere you are going on a
Trip.
trip? Who can spell that for me?
Me.
Spell it, Raleigh. Trr. You were missing something. What are we missing?
R.
Can you spell it out loud for me?
T-R-I-N-P.
T-R-I what?
P.
Okay, I was going to say. No, I thought you said N. Trip. So,
That's
So what? T.
and sometimes when you're walking, you hit something and you
Trip.
trip. How do you think we're going to spell trip, Harley?
Well, we just got the same. We're gonna spell again.
I want Harley to spell it.
Wait.
I want Harley to spell it.
Yet?
We started with the word ship. Remember? That was our first word, which should have been on top of your board.
S-H.
Ip. What does ip say? Ip. Okay, so we have trip, ship, drip, lip, hip, nip, rip. You guys did really good with that one. We're gonna try another one. Race.
Hey, darn it.
Ugh.
It's okay.
I win.
It's not a race, Robin. Okay, this
Wait,
word.
you're
Are you watching? This is the first word that needs to go on your board. It's shop. Shop. Okay, who can give me
Ooh,
a
rock.
word? Is rock a word?
No.
Let's try to do real. Rock would be a good nonsense word, which means a word that isn't really a word.
Can we do nonsense words now?
Let's try real words first, and then if we can't think of any others, we'll do nonsense words. You guys remember the first time we did the rhyming words, and I showed you how to go through
Hop.
Okay. Hop. Do you remember how I showed you how to go through the alphabet? If you were having trouble kind of find rhyming words, what you would start with like
Hop.
start like A. A wouldn't work. That'd be a hop.
Oh, up.
What about bop? Would bop be a word?
Yep.
Okay. What about, let's see, A, B, C. What would be a word that starts with C, Mr. Raleigh?
Ot.
Cop. Cop. What's a cop?
A guy who tasers people and stuff.
A guy who tasers people? Was that all they do?
No.
Oh, good. I was
He
going to
takes
say.
them to jail too.
Takes them to jail. Okay. So we have hop, bop, cop. What about, let's see, next letter A, B, C,
Lop.
D is dop. Is dop a word?
Yeah, like you adopt.
No, adopt. That would have an A in front of it. And that would actually be spelled like this. Watch. A, B, O, P, T. So that's not going to fit our spelling. It does have the op in it, but it doesn't fit our words. So dop, yop, fop. Is fop a word?
No.
What about, we got hop. What about gop?
P.S.
Gop? It's got a
Gop,
word,
gop,
Harley.
gop, 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 gop.
No, that's like gobble gobble. Let's see. IOP is not a word. What's after it? Oh, jop.
Drop.
Cop. K wouldn't work because it was C. Lop. What about a lop? Is lop
Yeah.
a word?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I spell that, Miss Harley?
I know.
Is your name Harley?
L-O-P.
L-O-P.
Yeah.
Lop. What's next? L-M.
Mop.
Mop. What's a mop, Raleigh?
When you mop the floor.
You mop the floor? Okay. Mop. Nop. Pop. Is pop a word?
Yep.
What is pop?
It's when you drink it. Goop, 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 goop.
Some people call it pop. Some people call it soda. And some people call their grandma and grandpa's pop.
What?
You never heard anybody say, oh, pops? Okay. So, quap. Is quap going to be a word?
No.
What about rop?
No.
Sop?
No.
Top.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Top. And top can actually be different things. A top can be a spinning toy that you play with, or it can be the top of something, like the surface, like the top of the table.
What?
Okay.
Top?
Let's see. Q-R-S-T-U.
hunting.
Is yop a word?
No.
What about vop?
No.
Wop?
No.
Yop?
No.
Zop?
No.
No.
So I think we've gotten all the op words we're going to get out of that without changing too many letters. But what about this word? I know you guys know this word.
Up.
Stop. What is that word?
Stop.
And if I hold this and I do this, I
Drop.
drop. Okay, so who wants to tell me what we learned about how these words rhyme? What's the same?
Me.
Okay, Raleigh. What's the same on every word we did? What was the same?
They all have the ah.
And these words, they all have up, 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 up. And in the first one, they had eep, eep, eep. And in the second one, they had ip, ip, ip.
And bip, bip, bip.
So our rhyming words
Bip.
all have the same what? Kind of come from the same, do you know what word I'm looking for? The same word family. So you had the op words, the ip words, the eep words. Who can give me an idea, an example of another word that we could rhyme with really easily just by changing letters?
Already watching the movie.
They're probably just getting in there. We'll be there in a few minutes. I need an example
I know.
of another word that rhymes really easily.
I'm gonna get angry.
You guys talked about it in a minute. Raleigh, you need to focus on the lesson, please. What was that other word we started with earlier that you guys, when you first started, before we started recording? What was the word? You started with it.
Pig.
Pig. So if you wrote pig, what word could you find that rhymes
What?
with pig?
That is creepy.
Wig.
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 That's a good one.
Pig.
Pig. Wig is hig a word.
There was a pig, and he was big.
Oh, fig, pig, wig.
Big.
Wow, those are good ones.
You remember the music on the tablet? There was a pig.
That's a long. I haven't heard that one in a long time. So we have pig, fig, big, wig. Let's see. Kig is not a word, but dig. Would that be a good word?
There was a pig.
Dig.
And
He would dig. Dig. Ig. Fig. We got fig.
Word.
Gig.
I don't know if you get.
Gig is a complicated word because it could be short for like the word gigabyte, or if you have a gig or a job.
Or you
Like
giggle.
if you're musical and you have a gig, it means you're going to go play
Or if you giggle.
a performance.
Giggle,
Okay.
giggle,
That would be giggle. They would have to add the
Gig.
rest of it.
Gig.
Hig.
Gig.
Hig. Jig.
Yeah.
What's a jig? Does anyone
Oh,
know?
it's called a jig. You remember? The pig.
He did a jig. He danced a jig.
He did.
It's a J wearing his wig. I can't remember all of it, but that's cute. Okay. Jig, kig, lig, mig, nig. Not egg. Pig we've got.
Pig.
Rig.
Rig.
Rig. What's a rig? Does anybody know?
Oh,
What?
I don't know. I forgot.
Okay. A rig can be a big truck, or when you rig something up, you're putting it so it holds it in place. Okay. So rig, QRS, sig, tig, ig,
Tig.
vig. We got
Yes.
wig already.
No. Vig.
Yig and zig.
No.
Zig by itself would not, but if you added this, it'd be zig, zag,
Zigzag.
zigzag. Okay, so let's do a quick review. We read what story? What story did we read?
Sheep in a jeep.
Sheep in a Jeep. And what did we notice in that story? There were a lot of what kind of words?
Rhyming.
Rhyming words. And what did we learn how to do?
Two.
We learned how to find what? Words that, what?
Rhyme.
Or also, you can also say they belong to the same word family. Okay, so we are going to,
They're
next, when we meet again, we're going to do this book. It's called Make Words with Pig. That's going to be our next book, our next activity. Okay, you guys got your erasers cleared, close your markers,
Yeah.
put your lid on, and line up at the door, please.